Hey, you guys! So, Joe and I are doing a journey experience session, which includes an hour of energy work and wisdom for myself and an hour of energy work and wisdom from Joseph. And the goals for this session are simply to explore spirit guides and higher self. So, I'm going to go ahead and relax here and do my part. Joe and I are doing a distance psychic session. So right now I am doing a live session right now as a remote spiritual healer. So just for those of you who aren't familiar with my YouTube channel, this is a real psychic service. And we're going to be exploring, like I said, spirit guides and higher self. And this is for Tambra today. So I'm going to go ahead and relax here. Just relaxing my senses. All right, so my first experience is I'm up really, really high. And I'm like an eagle in an eagle's nest compared to a human being on Earth. So I'm from a much higher vantage point, and I'm experiencing stars and space all around me. And it's extremely quiet and peaceful, and there's a beautiful silence to this experience. There's an element of wisdom that I'm also experiencing here, and a divine feminine essence. There's aspects to the image, but they're a little hard to define right now. What I could only define as really elongated white feathers, and it's sort of like a tribal garb, but it also isn't tribal. You could define it as two things. One is this emanation has a reflection of being a wise bird-like, humanoid-like emanation. So it's human and bird combined, okay? So you could have a tribal elder that is wearing some sort of cape or cloak or some sort of outfit that has lots of bird feathers on it that are long and white. Or you could have an actual consciousness that is a bird/human combined. So both are being emanated right now. And part of this experience is I'm not looking directly at this consciousness. I'm looking as though I'm looking through the eyes of this consciousness. And I'm not able to look down at my body. I'm only able to experience my being. So I don't get to have a direct visual, a direct image. I only get to work with what I can experience right now. This is really important. So this feminine emanation says that I am not a flying, I don't fly. I'm not a flying emanation. So there was the experience of flapping wings, and then she's like, I don't have wings. So we're almost like we're playing a game of guess who I am. And, sort of like you have a picture on your forehead and everybody can see it, but you can't. And then you have to ask the questions to guess who I am. And everybody else is sort of laughing and giggling, or there's something of this nature. There's some sort of game playing going on. It's like a guess who I am game. So do you have wings that can fly? No, I don't. I don't have wings that can fly. Okay, guess again. What's your next guess? What else do you want to know? It's like there's something fun about it. So I'm supposed to tell you that she's white. She's wearing all white. She's wearing a robe of bird feathers. I can't see her face. She doesn't want me to see her face. She doesn't want me to know anything about what she looks like other than these very tiny little details. She wants me to work with less in order to discover more. Sometimes we want to know, I want to know everything. I want to know this. Well, what if all you're ever going to know is white feathers and a white gown and feminine emanation who likes to play fun games and brain teasers? What if that's all you're ever going to know? You got to find a way to be at peace with that. So that's part of her personality. That's part of her style. Okay, so there's a shift here in the communication. She's not going to make this easy on you, Tambra, because she's not going to make this easy on me. And there's a reason why. And this is part of the wisdom. This is part of the experience. We're not working with simplicity here. We're working with complex stuff. And we're working with what is an emanation that is so old and is going to have fun making it hard for you, because you need to work with how freaking strong you are, how clever you are, how wise you are. And so if we just give you all the answers, it's not tapping into your inner depths, your inner wise self. It's just tapping into, I just want you to make this easy on me. Why aren't you making this easy on me? Well, you're not simple yourself. And I'm not simple either. So if I make it simple for you, then I'm not inspiring you to be yourself, and I'm not inspiring myself to be myself either. And so I need to treat you as you are. And you are wise. You are complex. You are ancient. You are complicated. You are many things. So I'm going to communicate with you on the same vibrational level that I am as well. Because I am wise. I am ancient. I am complex. I am many things too. So that there's something here about, so I am you, you are me. So there's something here about a higher self emanation, but it's also supposed to be a mind bender, a brain teaser. It's supposed to be like this. It's funny because I do this work where it's like, okay, introduce me to my spirit guides, introduce me to my higher self. Sometimes they're just right there. Oh my gosh, these are the consciousness coming to me right now. Holy crap. But I'm doing this here for you, and they're not, this whole thing is not meant to be easy, because that's part of the message, right? It's teaching you about yourself, and it's actually kind of cool too. It's actually a compliment that it's this difficult. So she wants to show me show me something wise, and that you don't even have to see it for yourself. And she's going to have, this is complex for me as a human being, but it's really not that complex, as it doesn't feel very complex. But you, Tambra, myself, and her, we're all going to merge, and we're all going to experience this vibrational space, okay? And you don't have to see anything to know everything about it, to know infinitely everything. You don't have to see anything to know infinitely everything, all right? So we're just going to experience infinitely everything without knowing anything at all. And now you are wise. And in this space, that's just vastness and darkness. And in darkness is everything too. And so I'm going to allow this vibration to be a gift to you, because it's about silence and outer peace, which is inner peace, and a oneness with your higher self, a oneness with a higher vibration of love. And man, do you ever want this to be your higher self? Because boy, is she ever clever. She is smart. And she might make it tricky and complex for you, but you're also tricky and complex yourself. And she has got an answer to anything and everything. She will help you solve the most complex riddles. And she will do it in this vibration, in this space, in this infinite. Connected to infinitely everything while knowing nothing at all. It's a fascinating experience. Okay. There's an energetic shift, and you're kind of like in your heart and in your gut, you're kind of you're crying in a way. You're crying in a way, and I just feel sad right now. I just feel sad right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and experience this, because we need to bring this vulnerability forward, because she's here right now, and she is you. Okay, she also is who you are. So you have this human identity, right? You know, we feel human. We feel like we don't know everything. We want to know everything. We're not meant to know everything. How do we come to acceptance of this? But I want to know more than what I know right now. Well, you have this extraordinary wise woman. And she she is working through the infinite silence, and she is inspiring extraordinary developments within you without you even knowing how that could be possible, okay? So there's something of the human side of herself, because she is you. She's your higher self. She's a reflection of your higher self. You have many versions of your higher self. She's the one that is present right now, working with you right now. So she's also you, okay? So she's like the purest, most spiritual side of yourself. And so when you get really incorporated into being human, you feel more human than you feel the higher self emanation, okay? And there's something sad on the inside of you between your gut region and your heart portal. There's something sad about the way all this energy and wisdom is expressing itself. It's making you feel sad inside yourself. And you tell her, I just want it to be simple. I just want it to be simplistic. Why can't it just be a simpler life? Boy, is she ever a loving, nurturing. She can be solid and hard, difficult, but she can also be as soft as cotton candy. I mean, she is also very soft. And it comes from genuine communication, genuine struggle. Is when she gets as soft as, she gets soft because it's honest. It's coming from an honest place. But if you're just complaining about life in a superficial way, she's going to get harder and harder and harder with you. But if you're actually kind of like in a feeble position, like a feeble, I'm kind of like I'm in the depths of my soul, and I'm just saying I just want it to be simple. Now she actually is experiencing your truth, and when you express yourself from your truth, your inner truth, she is soft and loving and warm and compassionate. But if you're speaking from the superficial side, she will be hard on you. So let's see. Okay, there's your mind is getting in the way here because you're having an honest expression from your heart and your emotions. I just want life to be simpler. But your mental and you're feeling and expressing this honesty, and then your mind gets in the way. And it sort of blocks it out. I don't know what the mind is trying to accomplish here by doing this, but it's just sort of instinctively the mind steps forward. And the emotions just shut off. And so we're going to work with the mind now. So I need to inspect this more, okay? Okay, a little bit of anger behind the scenes. A little bit of anger. That's okay too, because we got to vent these emotions out. So a little bit of anger, it's like, just like punch, punching bag in front of me, and I'm just going to go to town on it, and I'm not going to do it soft, I'm going to do it hard, right? And it's funny because this higher self essence of you is soft and hard. She's complex and she's not going to make things easy, all the while the human self says, I just want it to be simpler. Well, you're not a simple person, you're a complex person. So this is all in the details, right? So this part of your human side is venting and punching the living daylights out of a punching bag. You just need a place to put your frustrations right now. And this is your mind is so loud, so far forward here that it's kind of creating a safe space, a shielding space where it's not going to allow you to feel emotionally sad. It needs you to be tougher than this. And so it needs you to toughen up, and behind the shield of your mind, there's like a punching bag space where you can vent. You can vent anger, but it doesn't want weak sadness. It's kind of like this. So you better believe I'm going to do energy work here on your mental body. Because mental body needs to not be, it's like a robot army leader. And robots aren't sympathetic. They don't compute with sympathy. It does not compute. They only know orders, and the orders that are pre-programmed. And so that's a pre-programmed state of mind, and it's like a robotic army leader. And it's not computing anything else. Like it's not. And it's going to overshadow your human side. Your soft and supple humanistic sides. It's going to shut that down to toughen you up. Your higher self is also hard and soft too. So this is, I'm supposed to put out there this complex philosophical thought. So if your higher self is you, and you are hard in order to toughen up and become strong to overshadow the softer side of yourself, perhaps you want life then too to be hard. Perhaps you want this development and interconnected relationship with your higher self and spirit guides to also be hard, because you don't allow things to soften up, to simplify, to not be too complex, because you yourself are complex. It's all in the riddle. It's all in the hips, you know, like Happy Gilmore. It's all in the hips, but it's all in the riddle here. It's a fun game, you know, it's a guessing game. It's all a fun game. But this whole thing, this whole shebang here, this whole kit and caboodle of your session so far is your higher self speaking, is who you are speaking. So it's complex stuff here. You're complex. You got a lot of complexities. It's really interesting. You're hard and soft. You're complex. Let's see if we can allow your softer side to emanate a little bit more, because it doesn't have to be hard and you don't have to toughen up all the time. But yet you feel very strongly that this is what you need to be working with. So let's just see, okay? See what we can do. Okay. Yeah, because even my higher self and spirit guides say that balance is not one side or the other side. Balance is working with both sides in unison, equally. Working with male and female sides equally. Not just male side, not just female side, but both sides equally, evenly. So it's not healthy to just work with the tougher side of yourself, because you're going to manifest more experiences where you have to work with a tougher side of yourself. Instead, you could manifest balanced experiences that are challenging and also easygoing too. So it nurtures your complexities, all right? So my higher self and spirit guides are saying this right now. Your higher self is just like she's got an intense sort of like mischievous smile, because she's clever, you know? But she's sort of kind of in that vibrational state right now, and she's in a state of silence as I'm analyzing all this stuff. And she's cool, actually. She's difficult, but she's cool. All right. Okay. Boy, do you ever have some jams. It's funny because I call pajamas jams. So when I tell my kids, you got to get your jams on. So when I say that, boy, you got some jams. I don't know why. It was hard and soft. It's like, cool, got to get your jams on, get ready for bed. That's the soft side. And then it's like, boy, do you got some jams. That's the hard side. So we're still working with hard and soft sides simultaneously. We got to get that going on here in your vibes, all right? Because you're really on the hard side of things. You don't want to be on the soft side. You got to be tough. All right. Yay, you're starting to feel emotion. So let's get some sadness out here, all right? Just allowing the emotions to come out, because this is going to soften up the harder side, okay? Okay, there's some sort of child crying, reaching the hand out. So for somebody to help you. From some higher being, from some higher mind, from some place of higher freedoms even, to come and help you. But your hand just touches air. And this creates a severe sorrow for your soul, because you want something to hold on to. You want you want places to put your hand as you're climbing the most impossible mountain. And this is your life, all right? It's the vertical mountain that doesn't have the hand holders. And you got to outsmart this mountain in order to climb it. And part of this is all an illusion too, because this you don't have to climb this mountain. That's just an idea. Where's that idea coming from? The idea that life has to be like this, and life has to be hard for me, and that I love a challenge, but then you challenge yourself to an degree that you're miserable. Like, you need to have happy moments. You need to have more handheld moments. So there's something to this here. And so the hand that reaches out and has nothing to hold on to from your inner child is making you cry inside. But how are you going to do it unless you toughen up? So but we're gonna silence more of that vibe, all right? That vibe is gonna silence a little bit more. It's made you a really awesome person, but we need to transition from working with those types of those beliefs, you know, those ideas, those structures, those patterns, so that we can change your life, basically. And then we change your energetic vibrational patterns, your connections, and we change your life because you're vibrationally altered to attract more simplicity, to want more simplicity within yourself, to remember something that is simpler, to give yourself permission to have some hand holding, okay? Because you need it. It's time for you to have some more hand holdings, which is help, right? You don't have to be the one-man show. You can have assistance in everything in your life. And the more you soften yourself, the more too you'll start to see your higher self, because you're also going to create the shadow or the illusion that connecting with your higher self is a vertical, impossible mountain without any handholds, and you're not going to be able to access it. Some part of you does believe that. Some part of you is actually resonating with that as the truth. That isn't, but part of it is altering your energetic structure, altering your energetic vibes to soften things up so you actually can start developing those connections, because you're not going to develop those connections if everything is hard. The hard is going to block it out, is going to make it more difficult than it really is. The soft is going to say my higher self already is here, and I can see my higher self, no problem. There's nothing complicated about this. So you see why soft actually needs to come more to the forefront, or else you're going to drive yourself into the ground, making life harder and harder and harder and harder so you can prove that you can do it, that you are a superhero. But no, you don't need to prove that to yourself or anybody anymore. And you don't have to do it alone anymore either, okay? All right. There is a massive shift, and it's hard to articulate it just yet, but it's happening. Making me shiver. It's like I'm a beetle, like a ladybug, but a little bit more like a beetle, like black, but I got a shell on my back like a ladybug, and that shell is being pulled off my back so I can be something different, so I can be something else. And there's something about the softer side of yourself. You have this hard shell. Well, the hard shell needs to come off so you can be and emanate the softer side of yourself, okay? So you got a tough outer, you got that exoskeleton, and you're all soft and nougaty on the inside. Well, something of bringing more of that softness to the surface. And I can feel that energetically shifting because we're going to take off the hard shell, okay? And so it's just like, whoa, I got a hard shell that just got taken off my back. I feel a little shivery, but I feel different. I feel lighter. I feel like I'm okay. And I don't have to have a hard shell of protection or whatever that is. And identifying, you know, the purpose of it is for many reasons, right? You're still moving. Your soul's still kind of moving. So I'm just going to be kind of squirming around here until this shifts fully. So... oh, that feels good. That feels great. Okay. Things are getting vibrationally softer and more relaxing and peaceful, which means I can feel your higher self more abundantly. Because she's soft as feathers. She's soft. She is very soft as feathers. And that's interesting because usually spirit guides who kind of emanate, spirit guides, higher selves, you know, anything of that nature, they emanate a certain facade and it helps you to identify their purpose, okay? And spirit guides, I mean, they're freaking wise aspects of your own identity because we're all intertwined. We're all one. So this higher self is guiding you, right? She's helping you. And so it's funny because like birds, when they emanate themselves as birds, it's usually like, I see from a higher, I see the higher perspective. I'm helping you with enlightenment and wisdom. Yes, she is doing that. I can fly above, so I like, there's something about the ability to fly, freedom to fly, right? But she really she doesn't have wings, right? So is she all about teaching you about the freedom to fly? Well, I'll let you decide, but there's something about the softness of the feathers. And she is wanting to emanate and drive it home harder than anything else about softness, okay? Softness more than anything else. Softness more than I'm teaching you enlightenment. I'm giving you the freedom to fly. She is more about softness is extremely important message for you today. And I'm telling you, your higher self is going to look 1,000,001 ways based on what is it that you're vibrationally needing right now and the vibrational perspectives. So and even what vibration are you working with? Because she can even start to resonate at a different vibration as you raise your own vibration and start to shift in her own identity as you shift within your own identity, because you already are your higher self. You're not separate. You're already your higher self. You're your higher self exploring being human. And so you still have a reflective mirror that is helping you to access in the oneness, in the God consciousness, in the everything. It's helping you to access everything, okay? From a place of accessing from basically nothing is kind of what it feels like. I just got thrown off the turnip truck and I have no freaking clue what I'm doing and why I'm here. That's what it's like when you come here, right? But you still are your higher self, and your higher self still is connected to the all because you are interdimensionally connected to everything, right? So your higher self is helping you to find the pathway. Is helping to guide you through the pathways. Is helping you to remember who you are and to work with aspects of yourself. And she is saying, find the softer side of yourself. So find the softer side of me, which is you. Okay? This is really, really helping because it's helping to break down the hard shells, energetic shells, okay? And you need to shed a few more tears. And maybe I'll let you think about this one, because this tough side of you isn't about crybaby time. It's like you're not a crybaby and you don't go there. But your emotional side needs a little bit more tenderness from the softer side of you. So it's okay to feel sad and to feel it, all right? Don't shadow yourself. Don't push it away, the opportunity to have your feelings, because that's the beauty of being human, is to feel. And sometimes the feelings are sad. So it's okay to feel the sadness and to cry a few tears. It would actually heal you a lot. So don't be like Rocky Balboa. You can be a little bit softer, like the yolk inside of the egg. You can be really, really soft. It's okay to be that way sometimes. Better to be the yolk than the scrambled egg. I'm just exploring the meanings of Rocky Balboa and egg yolks in your spiritual atmosphere. And it doesn't like the idea of scrambled eggs, but your spiritual atmosphere says, yes, I like Rocky Balboa. Yes, I like egg yolks. I don't like scrambled eggs, though. As in, I don't want to feel like a scrambled egg. I totally get that. I don't like feeling like a scrambled egg either. I like eating them. I don't like feeling like one. But if I could be Rocky Balboa, I would feel a lot tougher, I think. If I was an egg yolk, I think I'd feel a lot more just like, like I could just spread out today and just be an egg yolk today. I think that would be like a gift, to just take a day off from life and be the egg yolk today, So your spiritual atmosphere says yes to these. Okay. I'm going to give you the egg yolk vibes because you need more egg yolk vibes. Spread out, day off from life today vibes. So even if you got a busy life, you can have the day off vibrations in your spiritual atmosphere, which is going to rejuvenate you, okay? It's going to give you softer side feelings and help you feel a little bit more peaceful with everything going on, okay? My spirit guys, my higher self is saying, how are you going to get things done if you're not Rocky Balboa? Rocky Balboa actually drinks the egg yolks, man. Rocky Balboa is not the egg yolks. If Rocky Balboa is going to go out there and win some fights today, he can't be the egg yolk. So how's that going to be appropriate for you? But they're also simultaneously saying that it's okay to relax too, because if you get too tight, there's something about clearing your mind, clearing your senses is actually okay too. I mean, Rocky Balboa has to sleep, in order to keep pushing forward, right? So he has to eat, he has to sleep, he has to have other aspects to his day. So that you do too. You need to have some time to spread out and just be the egg yolk for a little bit. rejuvenate your senses, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's an hour, you know, even if it's, you know, when you go to bed tonight, be the egg yolk. Don't be Rocky Balboa when you go to bed tonight. Be the egg yolk. So there's something about that. You got to work with both sides of yourself. Okay. All right. A new message is coming through here. And I see your face is all like burnt and black. And you can't get through to your own mental body. It feels like it's jammed. The thoughts are jammed. This is all burnt and black. Your face is, and then your upper chest is all the way down to, you know, belly button. I'd say burnt black, all the way up to the top of your head. Everything else looks like you, like a normal human body. All right, boy, do we have some jams here. Not pajamas, just jams. Okay, let me see here. Okay, yeah. So what's more important right now? You're getting a vibe for your higher self, but right now, I really need to go in and help you feel better, because your energy bodies are struggling right now. So I'm gonna just focus on the energy work, and then let's see if we can get to know a spirit guide. Okay. Let's see, I just got an idea. Why don't we see if we can find a spirit guide that's working with you with healing, all right? And let's see if we can introduce a healing, like a spirit guide that's specifically in the modality of working with healing energies, teaching you how to work with healing energies, teaching how to work with spirit energies, that sort of thing. Let's see if you've got a spirit guide of this kind that we could work with, and then do healing work on you today. I think that would be a fun way to kind of, you know, kill two birds with one stone, but I don't like the idea of killing anything, but you know what I mean. Like we can make the most out of a dualistic situation, get two things for the price of one, you know. Let's see. Okay. I'm like, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, spirit guide, are you there? Are you there, spirit guide? Is there there's a spirit guide out there that wants to help me with spiritual healing and spiritual connections? Yoo-hoo. I'm actually doing this, which just means you're doing this too. You're kind of calling out to the ethers for, you know, is there any guides actually helping me? Are there any guides like actually there? Your kind of energy vibes are like this, and you're calling out like, yoo-hoo, little spirit guide, where are you? That's kind of what you're like. And you're out in the ethers. Like there's just darkness all around, and you're just walking into the ethers calling out for somebody. Is there anybody here? Knock knock, is anybody home? It's kind of funny that way, but your energy speaks in this manner. Okay, it's a male emanation, and he's looking at you right, and it's almost creepy. It's like, whoa. I suddenly realized there's a man looking like nose to nose, eyeballs to eyeballs, looking into my eyes. That freaked me out. I was like, whoa, you were standing there the whole time? Like, why didn't you say anything? He's got feathers too, and he is like intense. He's like a black raven. He's like a raven, like really strong, intense, very strong and intense, kind of hidden and mysterious too. Oh man, he's no joke. Your higher self is no joke, and this guy, like you can tell vibrationally when you're dealing with some intense developed emanations of the infinite. Like there's some really like chilled out vibes, like happy-go-lucky vibes, but man, are there some like, oh my god, where did you come from? Some like, it's like 10 million universes ago, like with the intensity and development of this emanation, this spirit guide. Gosh, I gotta chill out for a moment. He's got really intense, I mean, the green color is not natural. It's like a very unusual green colored eyes. And he's really serious. Right now, he is very serious, and he's cloaked in black, and he has very intense black raven-like energy. Smart, intelligent, but mysterious flyer. It's a mysterious sort of spirit human world flyer. You actually are starting to soften up and recognize him. You felt a little startled, and your vibrations is relaxing, and you recognize him. And once you recognize him, his vibrations relax too, and he smiles at you. He makes an alarm clock noise with his raven beak. It's like the sound of an alarm clock going off, and he says, it's time. And he's funny. He's starting to become funnier, and he's wearing a gold, like, I don't know, like fake gold chains, you know? I'm sure you know where I'm coming from with this, like a used car salesman from the 70s with a lot of like chest hair and like some gold chains. I don't know, like gold rings on every finger. There's something about the gold chains. It's like he's kind of like, I don't know if I can take him seriously because he's making me laugh right now. He's unpredictable. Like, yoo-hoo, anybody there? And then, oh my God, you're standing right in front of my face and you're nose to nose with me, freaking me out. What's up with the black raven look? Like, mysterious flyer, serious intensity. Well, he is that, but he's also like, just, you're softening up, and he's like hilarious underneath the surface of it. He's really funny. I gotta chill out so I can talk to him. I just want to laugh because he's so funny. He makes me laugh. He has a present for you, and the gold chains there's something special about this, and it's like not car salesman-y. There's something of a green stone, and it glows, and it's on the gold chain, and he's placing the gold chain around your neck, and it's a gift. He loves you very much, and he believes that people who love each other, oftentimes they give them gifts because they love each other. And he wants to give you a gift because he loves you very much. And it's like Christmas presents, you know? Sharing gifts. Like he says, you are the gift. And I just want to give you something special in return for you being the gift. And you are a gift to me. So he wants to give you something special in return to say thank you. But this is symbolic. This has meaning for some reason. He wants you to know that sometimes in your life, you're not going to know how to heal yourself. He says that right away. And he wants you to know that he's here to help you when you're not able to heal yourself. And he wants you to know that this gift is there to heal you right now in a time when you're not able to heal yourself. And so when you go to bed at night, when you become the yolk and spread out and just relax, you're safe. I'm here watching over you. And this gift is actually going to rejuvenate and heal your body. So open your heart and say, I welcome this gift of healing from my raven friend to energetically rebalance me. And it will. Actually, it will. And you gotta not resist this. You gotta not resist love, invisible love. All right, because that's part of the shell too. You gotta not resist the invisible love, and that invisible love is like wowzers. I'm telling you, it's unique. It's old school energies. It's well developed energies. It's complex, wise stuff, and it's all around you because you're a part of that those vibes too. This is really giving you permission to allow others that love you to heal you. Others that love you to heal you that you can't seem to access. You seem to want to be in control of the connections, in control of the relationships, and you need to stop that. That's what this mental body taking control of everything is. It's not actually going to help you. It's going to it's going to get in the way of the connections because they need to be themselves. And you don't get to decide how they get to be. You need to just allow them to be themselves. And me introducing you to their personalities is going to help you get to know them, all right? So they're going to communicate with you in their own ways, in their own style, in their own ways. And he really just wants you to let yourself be hugged by somebody who loves you that's invisible. Or will you push me away? How am I, your spirit guide healer, supposed to help you at all if you're going to push me away? He says you're ready for this because all it takes is simply opening yourself up and saying, I want to receive a loving hug from my spirit guide, healer guide, or however you want to define him, who loves me, who shared this gift of love with me. And I welcome his gift of love to heal me while I rest at night. And there's something like safety. I want to feel safe too. And so there's something about this gift too, that if you're not able to help yourself feel safe, he is in the invisible realms and he can help you feel safe in his own way. And you need to trust. You need to start trusting in that. And if you aren't ready to trust in that, then there's nothing he can do for you. I mean, there's nothing he can do until you're ready to really embrace these experiences. And if you're not ready, you got to ask yourself, what is it that makes me feel uncomfortable? And then you need to go into, how can I take a baby step towards opening up more? And you don't have to go full blown open up, but you need to actually make just an inspirational motivation to say, okay, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to trust, or I'm going to just allow. I mean, anything that says love in the vibrational expression, a gift of love that is going to heal me. That right there is everything that it is. There's no fine print. There's no underlining meaning. There's no hidden, secretive, manipulation behind this gift of love that is here to heal me. Unless you manipulate it. Are you going to manipulate this? I'm allowing this gift of love that is here to heal me from this healing spirit guide. I'm going to allow it in. I'm going to allow it in. So you're allowing love into yourself. You're not allowing evil. You're just simply, I allow love in. There's nothing scary about that, right? It's just simply allowing love in. Are you not ready to allow love in, though? You got to ask yourself that question. You're the one with the shell. You're the tough, hard, rocky Balboa, not going to let anybody in. You're going to eat those soft eggs up to make you stronger. You got to be the egg sometimes, and you got to spread out, and you got to open up, and you got to just soak in some new vibes that are going to bring inner peace and a sanctuary of love into your life. All right? So, he has really beautiful, unusual green eyes. And the green from his eyes is also the same green color of this gem on this golden chain. He also shows me that it's a locket, so there's a secret message inside, like a fortune cookie. Because there's something about you and games and having fun and mind games that are actually developing the self instead of fucking up people's lives, like good mind games, right? So there's something about open the locket and there's a secret message inside, it's a fortune cookie. It's like, it's cool, right? So he's emanating that there's a secret message inside of this gift for you. It's not only going to be there to help you feel safe, to help you feel loved, looked after between dimensions, between spirit and human worlds. He's a guardian. He's like a guardian. He's like a guardian angel. There's something special about this. He is ridiculously special to your soul. You recognize him from somewhere. You actually were softening up. You're recognizing him from somewhere. You're sad again because you feel like you're missing something in this human world. It's a sustenance that doesn't exist here. And when you get connected to such meaningful emanations, it creates sadness in you because they're a reflection of the sustenance that you're not receiving here in the human world. But yet you have to keep remembering that they're here with you. And as much as we want everything to be in the reflection of a physical object, it's not always going to be, because this an infinite universe, and some aspects of the infinite universe are invisible, like air. We're never going to be able to touch air, okay? So we're not going to be able to touch our spirit guides and higher self, but yet they're already within our heart. They already are us. So if you touch yourself, you're actually touching this Birdman right now and this Birdwoman right now, which is, you're already touching these aspects because they're a part of every cell of your body. They're part of this physical dimension and the spiritual dimensions and the air and the water and everything. But when you make that conscious connection, that's when the meaning comes through the air. When the meaning comes through the cells of your body, that comes through your heart portal, comes through your senses and consciousness, and you start to feel the connection, all right? So many consciousness you can feel the connection with, but right now, this is what's coming through that it would be very healthy for you to start to feel the connections and the meanings being shared right now, okay? All right, so let's I feel like that we could make do with just let's just see if we can find another spirit guide, okay? He's really emanating a lot of energy, and I'm telling you, it's green in color. And I think there's a consistency here across the board. But green is a healing color. All the colors are healing. But Archangel Raphael, I always see him working with green too. So there's something about healing green energy. And this right now, he is emanating green. Obviously, he's also black with all the raven feathers and such, and the green eyes and this green necklace, and everything is glowing, and it's really nurturing your spiritual atmosphere right now. I'm going to allow this to continue to emanate here in this space. So this is still happening, all right? But I want to see if we can connect with yet another emanation of love that you're working with, okay? You are softening up, and your higher self is really proud of you. And because you and her are so interlinked, you are the same. You are one and the same, although she's not. She is the projected, the oneness version, all right? The wise, the part of you that you're trying to remember, right? She holds all the keys, all the treasure, all the wisdom. Okay, it's getting hard to talk because there's such a vibrational shift going on here. I need to take a moment to acclimate to it. It's almost dizzying. She's just proud of you, okay? And she feels you, your awareness, which is allowing her to come to being closer. You both feeling closer to each other, okay? You starting to feel more of her essence. This because you're not putting any barriers between the connection. You're starting to understand. Okay, let me see. I'm able to funnel into yet a thread of information. So I'm still acclimating to it. All right, so this is, I'm just going to go with the image. First image I saw, yet another bird emanation, much like a peacock, but with white feathers and purple and emerald green also. But there's something of a headdress that also looks like a fanned peacock tail. It also looks like she's wearing a peacock on her head. She has white hair. And then her outfit or something of her dress also looks like peacock feathers. And it's white and in purple and green. Okay? So that she's emanating this, and there's crystal clear blue water behind her. She is still. Oh my gosh, is she ever still? And she could stand here like a praying mantis, like in the same spot for days and never move. This is kind of funny and weird at the same time. It's like let's say you run into an old friend and you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen you forever. And all they're doing is just like stillness, not blinking, not moving, not speaking. Then they're just standing there and you're like, hello? Is anybody home in there? Are you in? Hi? Hello? She's like this. It's funny and weird, and it's going to bring out the wise wisdom within you. It's a less is more type of approach. It's like, I want. And she just stands there. I want. She just stands there. Okay. How come you're not listening to me? How come you're not giving me what I want? She's still standing there. Okay, it feels like I'm talking to myself. Hello, am I talking to myself here? I want stuff. You don't give me anything. You don't talk to me. You don't even acknowledge I'm here. What is going on? She's still standing there. She is forcing you to think. She is forcing you not to just go into your instinctive childlike natures. I just want this. I want life to be easy. She's going to just stand still. And she's going to force you to find something deep down within yourself. She's not just going to just give you all the answers. She's different than this other bird, than this other higher self, right? She's different. She is still... She's gorgeous, though. I mean, she's absolutely like she radiates so put together. She radiates a diamond, like AAA quality, like super awesome diamond cut, like flawless. She emanates flawlessness, stillness that of an unbelievable kind, inner silence, outer silence, wisdom that comes from silence. She seems to be getting like thinner or something. She seems to be getting thinner, but she never moves. So I have to do as she does. So I'm going to just stand here like she is standing here. And I revere her. And I bow to her and I say thank you. Her heart just bursts with joy that you would take the time to acknowledge that she's not just a totem pole, that she's not just a tree, sort of a still tree, that she is so much more than this. And it's not about the outer beauty or the flawlessness or the beauty of it all, like the gorgeous colors, like she's very beautiful. It's not just that. There's more to her than that. She's duplicating herself, but you can't tell that she's doing it. I feel other versions of her standing very still here, like a million, but the only version of her that I see is this one, very solid one. She asked me, why would I be doing that? Why would I be duplicating myself, a million versions of myself that are invisible? Why would I ever do that? Because you want to be more than you are. Just why would I ever want to be more than I am? She says, this is really important, Tambra. This is a really important message. Because some part of yourself is doing this. You're duplicating yourself a million times so you can be more than you are. And you already are enough. You already are all that you are. You can't be more than you are. You never can be more than you are. That is an illusion. You already are enough. So she's kind of like, you know, those scholarly types, but she's not holding a book here. She is the book itself. She is the wisdom itself. Like she is like a, you come across these spirit guys that carry the books and they literally are, they often do this. Like there is something to, everybody seems to have a scholarly type, you know? She's kind of like this, but she is the library. She's different. You see how your spirit guides are pretty hardcore, man? They're really different. She is the library. She wants you to think about this. You can never be more than you already are. You already are enough. As she is already enough. She can't become more flawless. I mean, if she tried to become more flawless, she would overdo it. And people who put on too much makeup or try and do their hair too big or too perfect or trying to wear the right outfit, like you can tell they're overdoing it. If you like less is more, she is like a less is more. I think her name is less is more. She emanates that, but she's flawless. Like obviously her attire, her all the feathers and the prettiness of it all. It's like, but it's just the right amount. It's not overdone or underdone. It's exactly as much or as little as it needs to be, and it's flawless and breathtaking. But yet she is less is more. But she holds herself with quite a presence here too. And she's teaching you how to hold yourself as well with a presence, but she wants you to learn that you already are enough. She's helping you with this. And she is the library. So she is part of the key that helps you to access your own inner library or the infinite library. And she's going to give you a gift as well, and it's one of her feathers. Less is more. Sometimes one is all you need. And she shows me that this feather is anything you would ever want to know is in this feather. Everything in the universe is in this feather. Every thought, every dream, every dimension, every planet, every star, every human being, every insect, every animal, every cell, every atom, it's all in this feather. She doesn't need to give you all of her feathers for you to attain all of it. The information, she just gives you one. Less is more. She's okay. I'm just started to make a joke about it. It's like less is more, more, like making a rap out of it, and she's just like as still as can be. Like, man, I was trying to make a funny joke, and you're not. You're all right, fine. Less is more. Even my rap was going too far for less is more. Oh gosh, less is more. Okay, I like you. She asked me, why do I like her? She kind of in a way just shot down my rap by just not saying anything else. And I was like, I guess I shot down my own rap because I just wanted you to laugh or smile and you didn't. And so I felt like a failure. I felt like my joke just didn't happen because you didn't respond to it. But that also is teaching me, teaching you, I mean, it's part of the message here, the bigger message, is that you don't need anybody's approval to be yourself and to always be yourself. And if you need to make a rap out of less is more because it makes you happy inside, then you need to do that, and you don't need her approval for it to do it. So that's also part of the message. So if you feel like making a rap out of less is more and you're the only one laughing about it, then you just own it. She loves you for doing that. But that is her style, that is her personality, and that's what you're going to get with her, with an experience with the spirit guide. But I'm going to let you decide in what ways you can work with her in your own life, okay? And you can just say, hey, less is more. What are your you got some ideas for me? And allow yourself to be the egg yolk that is spread out and receiving now, okay? And you had the feather, okay? She says, she shows me an image of Dumbo, the elephant, and he's given the feather, which gives him the confidence or the courage to fly. He already had it inside of himself. He didn't need the feather to fly, but he did, for that time, need that feather to know that he had everything he needed to fly. But she says that there'll come a day where you won't need this feather anymore because you'll know that you have everything you need. You already are perfect as you are, and you already have access to everything you need. So there's something about how you're growing and developing right now. And right now it's okay to work in whatever way you need in order to access what you need. But as you grow, as you expand, you're going to let go of this feather one day, and you're going to find yourself free. And that's the message. You needed this enrichment big time. And I see you on sort of like a orangish, reddish sort of cliffside. Your feet are dangling down. There's a beach down below and the blue water and a big bright yellow sun. And it seems like a lot of the reddish, orangish, and yellows are just really highlighted. And then the blue water... And there's stillness and softness and peacefulness. There's kind of aloneness, a feeling of aloneness. So I'm going to put your higher self and these two spirit guides, and I'm going to allow you to feel that they are here with you. There's so many more here with you than this. So you don't feel alone, okay? You have you have the gift of yourself, right? And then you have this healing gift from your raven friend, and you have this less is more gift from your peacock friends. You have some really awesome friends. This is healing your heart. And this is helping you to understand the Rocky Balboa life versus the egg yolk life. And it's okay to be both, right? It's okay to work hard, play hard, and toughen up. But it's also okay to take the time to spread out and just receive. And to have that peacefulness, that silence, that just egg yolky experience. It's helping you to rejuvenate your senses. All right, that's all I can share. This was so cool, Tambra. Can't wait to see what Joe experiences. All right, so for those of you watching, if any of you are interested in exploring spirit guides, there's heaps of options available on my website. We can do 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. We could do a Joe and Abbey Journey Experience, which should give you 2 hours. It's fun to get to know the spirits that love you and are helping you. If you're interested, come visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. All right, I wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching.